lovely lot. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Notch to 11 and welcome to a very, very special Sunday. I am here down in sunny Hampshire. It's going to be a lovely, beautiful day on an amazing field that is stacked full of history with these two wonderful people. First and foremost, Paddy Detects. You'll know Paddy.
Hello,
and
guys.
His lovely dad, the cameraman, who won't come this side of the camera. Thanks, mate, for inviting me down.
No, mate,
really grateful and really pleased to be here. And the legend also that is known as Andrew, the Coffee Bush Kid, all the way up from Australia. We've had some good times together this week, and the lovely Viv. And yeah, we're really looking forward to a fun-packed day, full of finds, full of history, all for your pleasure. So without further ado, we'll see you out there. Well, we've had a start, I tell you. So we've got the lovely Viv, the editor. We've got Paddy, we've got Andy, and we've got Andrew over the back there. You must get over to Paddy's channel in his video of today, because, well, they've had a find. A first hole banger and then some. As for me, one in the 80s. And I'm above the stubble, and that's coming through loud and clear, so it's probably not very deep. But we're going to find out what it is, that's for sure. Well, you'd want it to be silver to follow up Andy and Paddy's, but sadly it's not. Bit of stainless steel. See you in a bit. I should also mention that I'm on the Manticore. You probably would have gathered that already, I guess. So you may or may not know the Coffee Bush Kid, that's Andrew. He is a mine lab expert from Oz. And so he and I are both on the Manticores today. And Paddy and Andy are both on their Deus 1s, although I have brought my Deus 2 for Paddy if he wants to have a go of it after lunch. So it's kind of an XP versus Mine Lab kind of day, and I have to say, so far, well, none of us have found much, but Paddy's cameraman has found an absolute stonker. I had one in the 30s, and I've got that. Full confession, I have already picked it up, thinking it was rubbish, but that looks a bit like a broken bit of a whistle to me. An oldie worldy whistle. Don't think it's silver. No, I'm pretty confident it's not, but yeah, that's a find, isn't it? And that's okay, we don't mind that at all. Excellent. So yeah, it's a beautiful morning. It's going to be a very, very pleasant day actually. A little bit of wind, so hopefully that's not coming through on the mics. But yeah, we're in for a good day. So stick with us and we'll see what we find. Well, we've had our first coin of the day, folks. It was a 31 on the Manticore, in case you're wondering. But it's let me down a little bit, hoping for good things when I saw a little bit of silver coming through there. But it's a modern 10 pence, and it's had a, let me say, a tough paper round. Yeah, it's not lived very well, let's say. Yeah, not the greatest coin in the world, but it's a coin, and we'll take it. And of course, we shall move on. Right, next one. There's a 54, 53, 54. So I thought I'd give it a bit of a dig, a live dig I should say. It is a little blob on the target line on the Manticore. That's quite solid there actually. Oh, wow. I mean, I'll just digging a bit of iron, I don't know. But no, lovely company, lovely morning already. Not much so far for me. How long have we been going? About an hour and a half maybe just under. Not quite so convincing now, gone up to about a 57. But there is tons of history on this field. Paddy and Andy have shared with me some of the stuff that they've found, and it is quite incredible actually. So we're hoping for good things today. Big lump of lead. Well, next one I think was a 19, and you can't beat a clod shot, can you? I got a little bit excited for a second because it had, and there is plenty of Roman come off here, had the hallmarks of a brooch, but I don't think it is. I don't know what it is actually. Yeah, it's quite interesting though. Sorry. One of them, isn't it? Right, let's have a look. Wipe it on the towel. Well, it's something, but I'm not sure what. Any ideas, let me know. But yeah, it's green, which is a start, and we'll take it. Well, it's after lunch. It's tough going, actually. Yeah, we've not found a huge amount, it's got to be said, but we're trying, and we're trying very hard. So we've had a spot of lunch, a little bit of a reset, and we've come back out again. A bit more stubblier this part of the field, but we'll give it a whirl. And I had one in the 70s, I think it's about 77, and I've just got it this far with my digger and thought I'd turn the camera on, because look, appears to be in the middle of your screen there, a green disc. So I'm hoping we got a second coin. We found a 10p, didn't we? Yep, that's a coin. I think this is going to be a button, is it? No, it's a coin. Excellent. Oh, cool. Little penny. Oh, little penny. Big penny. Let me give that a squirt. Hopefully there'll be something on that. Excellent. Well, maybe the tide has turned. See you in a bit. I reckon that's a George III. Looks like it's the little bust facing right, which is 1806, 1807. And you can definitely see Britannia, so I think that will clean up quite well. Excellent. Yeah, oldest thing to date, I think. Excellent. Right, so we can find some more for you. Well, next one could be a little bit interesting. I nearly got the tripod out for it, but I didn't. Anyway, we had one. Let me just show you. '72, '73, '74, a bit of '60s in it. Now I've unearthed it, but it was pretty consistent in about the '73, '74 area. And where is it? Oh, there. It looks coin shaped, but it might be lead. I'm not sure. So that's why I thought I'd better plop the camera on. Oh, you bugger. Sums up my day so far. I gotta tell you, for all the love in the world, that was a lead token. It's not, of course. It's a blooming aluminium bottle lid, circa I don't know when. Who cares? Moving on. Well, the next one looks like fun. It's there. I don't remember what number it was now. 37, if I remember. But it was a very small dot on the line, and that, another great clod shot, makes me think it's Buckley. So I thought we'd reveal it together. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, lovely. Oh, that's beautiful. And that's pretty old. We're finally onto some history, folks. Look at that tiny little buckle. Yeah, very, very happy with that. Nice and green, a good few hundred years old, and I'm not sure if that's half of a spectacle buckle or it's a D buckle, I'm not sure. We'll clean it up properly back at the ranch, but yeah, another little wee bit of history. Fantastic. Well, targets are coming thick and fast now. Full disclosure, I have picked this up because I thought it was a button, but I don't think it is actually. Now I've put it back down again. It was a 44, and it wasn't deep, it was about an inch or two down, I suppose. I was expecting to feel a shank when I picked it up and gave it a wipe like that, but I'm not feeling one. So I'm expecting that's a coin. It's quite a thin coin, so it could be quite an old coin. So yeah, unexpected, but hopefully worthwhile. Can't see anything on it, so I'm going to give that a squirt. If there's anything there at all, I'll come back to you. Failing that, I think we'll call that a coin until we know any better anyway. Excellent. Awesome. See you in a bit. Right, next one is just below the surface. I've actually found it with my pinpointer. It was a 51. Oh. Right, the next one was literally just under the surface. It was a 51 on the manticore, and I've unearthed it to here with literally just by pushing the soil away with my pinpointer. It looks a bit like a coin, but then again, one of the others did as well, and it was a bottle top, as I recall. So we're going to look at it together just in case. Yeah, even got a little bit of an imprint. Oh, it's a peseter. I think it says a peseter, yeah, it is. Espanol, por favor. Yeah, it's a rather manky looking peseta of some description. Spanish coin from probably the 70s or 80s or something like that. It's a coin. Coin's a coin's a coin. I don't think these are silver, but yeah, we'll take it. Excellent. See you in a bit. Right, the next one that deserves a live dig is that one. As you can see, high 80s, blob in the middle of the target line. Let's hope when we flip this over we've got a coin and not a bit of rubbish or a bit of lead. It's in there. Oh, you bugger. Cack. There we are. Not quite the day of history and finds that we were hoping, mate.
Sadly not, no.
But we've had great fun. And we found stuff. It's been tough going. Lots of hard stubble and slightly difficult conditions. But to trump all of that, we've had great company.
Yeah,
thanks so much, mate.
No, mate, thanks for
always
coming down.
appreciate you
great.
inviting me down. Always have fun with you. The lovely Andrew and Viv, the editor, have left us early. Andrew's not feeling 100%, so he's got on the road. So we just had an extra hour, but
Yeah.
for what, I'm not quite sure. But we found a couple of bits. So as always, I really do appreciate you stopping by. Massive thanks, of course, to Paddy Detects. If you don't already know who he is, you know what to do. Get over to his channel, see what he does. He makes some amazing videos. They find some incredible stuff. So give him a like, give him a thumbs up, give him a subscribe. And yeah, the rest is that. So thank you so much. As always,
guys.
We'll do a little roundup and we'll see you on the next one. Well, there we are, folks. First and foremost, two massive thank yous to Paddy and his lovely dad, Andy, and their family. Thank you so much for inviting us down. It was so kind of you. We had a lovely day. We didn't have a very successful day, but we had a lovely day together. It was a long drive down to Hampshire. Andrew wasn't feeling at his best, so we were kind of blocked by lots of challenges, if you like, throughout the day. So it never really got going, unfortunately. That said, we still found some history, and I really do appreciate not only your company, but your kind hospitality. Really good to see you. As I mentioned in the video, if you don't know who Paddy Detects is, make sure you go over to his channel. The link will be in today's description. And of course, a huge thank you to the one and only Coffee Bush Kid. That's Andrew and his lovely wife, Viv. They are a fantastic couple. They've been over in the UK for a few weeks now. They've got a long few weeks to go. They're visiting lots of other detectorists, lots of other YouTubers and lots of other rallies. And it was an absolute pleasure to spend some time with them over the last week. We got to sit and have some food together. We went to a castle together and we had a jolly good time doing it. So again, if you don't know who the Coffee Bush Kid is, I'm sure you do. Please make sure you go over and visit their channel. Tell them I sent them. And yeah, make sure you give them a subscribe because it is a brilliant channel indeed. As for the finds, this is the best of the bits. Yeah, bit of lead. Was it 3, 4, 5.5 buttons, which is not too bad. We found this little whistle early on, little pewter whistle. Still got the little reed thing in it, so that's quite cool. Shame it's not whole. We found this thing which had me fooled for a little while. I thought it might be part of a Roman fibula. It's absolutely not. I've got no idea what it is. If you have, let me know. We had a lead seal, which I didn't realise I had until I got home. A tiny little buckle, which I never mind finding. Nice little bit of history, but pretty crusty. Then we found a wafer thin coin, nothing on it whatsoever. That's probably the oldest thing we found, I suspect, other than the lead. But we'll never know. A modern 10 pence. A 10 peseta, por favor, all the way from Spain in 1984. Yeah, it is what it is. And I guess the best find, which has come up really lovely actually, is a George III little bust, 1806. I think it's a halfpenny, not a penny actually. Lovely coins these, don't mind it. And it's actually come up really well. I've been using 0000 grade steel wool. I had a recommendation for it and it's really cheap to buy off online. It's about £4 for about a metre of it, which will last you for absolutely months, I suspect. giving it a nice little wipe. It's super gentle steel wool, so it doesn't take any of the detail off. It just cleans the crud away. And then with a coat of Artiseal, that's come up lovely. Better than you probably get it with anything else, in my humble opinion. So anyway, yeah, probably the find of the day, actually, that and the buckle. But we don't mind. We had good fun, good company, good friendship, as always. And thanks for you for joining me. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.